Recently, there has been a lot of talk about the Bop House after Camila did her interview with Ash Trevino. And today, we are going to be revisiting the House of Horrors because, no pun intended, because they have now decided to film content with a minor. And honestly, in my opinion, the mother of this minor, who is named Tiffany Rockelle Smith, needs to be arrested. But we'll get more into that later. Let's just start off with a little reminder of what the Bop House is. So the Bop House is essentially a corn house where all these women either go to or live at and film content for their OnlyFans. And I recently found out that Bop stands for blown out pussy. Listen, the girls that are affiliated with the Bop House, they can do whatever they want. They are adults. Though I do feel like they glamorize this lifestyle and glamorize OnlyFans to young girls, but that's a completely separate rabbit hole. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they themselves, they're adults. They can do as they wish. But to have this minor over to film content, very provocative, very sexually suggestive content, is insane. And in my opinion, it is GROOMING. But before we get into this video, guys, it is going to get really dark, so trigger warning. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all the things. But also, please do what you can to get this message out there, whether it's creating videos, talking about it, sharing with friends, sharing this video, because I believe this is a very important story and it needs to be talked about. This minor, Piper Rockelle, she is soon going to be 18, which, you know, I kind of feel like in a way she's already been failed because she has been exploited her entire life since she was like 9 years old. But as we go through the story, you will start to wonder, how something like this is even possible? Like, how are they getting away with something like this? How is this even legal? And you can't help but wonder, how many other kids is this happening to? Are there kids we don't know about? How bad are the kids we do know about? How bad are they getting exploited? I just feel like there are so many other kids that could potentially be going through something similar, if not the same exact thing. So I think we need to get the word out on this. I think that's very important. And also, I need to provide a huge disclaimer because allegedly, the woman that we're going to be talking about, the mother, she's very litigious. This is all my opinion. Everything we're going to be talking about is alleged for entertainment and educational purposes only. Nothing in this video has been stated as fact, and I implore you to do your own research. I'm not trying to get sued. All right, so I already told you that Piper went over to the Bop House to create content. Well, the Bops are all up in arms because apparently she didn't go over to the Bop House. She went over to Sophie Rain's house, who is an OnlyFans creator, which does it really matter where they are? They're doing the same thing. That it doesn't change anything, right? So I just want to preface this that they were actually at the Bop's house, not the Bop House. Anyways, doesn't matter. So they were creating content like this. So this video reads, "Welcome Piper to our house," insinuating, obviously, anyone with two brain cells would think we're welcoming you with open arms to our corn house, right? And if you guys are wondering which one the minor is, it's the one with the least amount of clothing. She looks like she's literally wearing lingerie. So that's great. This young girl, Piper Rockelle, she has been exploited for so many years, since she was like 9 years old. And in a previous video I made about her, I literally predicted that she would join OnlyFans the way Bad Baby did as soon as she turned 18, just for the simple fact that there are so many predators online already dying to get their hands on photos of her. And in fact, as we'll see, they might already have them. But I could tell just by the photos with the sexual nature, the sexual undertones, you can tell that that's kind of the route that she was heading. And the person behind this exploitation and sexualized content, in my opinion, is none other than her very own mother, Tiffany Smith, as well as her boyfriend, Hunter Hill, who actually in earlier videos, the mother was trying to say that her own boyfriend, so the mother, Tiffany, had a boyfriend named Hunter Hill, who was the cameraman behind all of this disgusting, perverted content, and they tried to claim that Hunter was Piper's brother. Obviously, the internet found out that they were lying, and this man, this grown-ass man, was not her brother, but the mother's boyfriend, filming her doing everything in the bathtub at 9 years old. Anyways, it's just crazy, but we discussed in previous videos that Piper's mom, Tiffany, used to run a house where Piper and all her friends would create content in, and this group of kids was called the Squad. And they would post content with heavy sexual undertones, provocative thumbnails, so provocative, in fact, that YouTube actually removed some of the thumbnails that were placed on the videos and demonetized her from the platform. But just to give you an idea, they would post pictures of Piper as well as these other kids in bikinis, pretending to kiss guys, wearing skimpy outfits, pretending to be drunk, period videos. That's one thing that these family channels love to post is period videos. It's sick. One was a kissing booth video insinuating that they would be kissing people in exchange for money. Videos titled "I Kissed a Girl" with a photo of her in the thumbnail kissing her friend. It's worth noting that on Piper's YouTube channel, she had 12 million followers. On TikTok, she now has over 13 million followers, and her Instagram is at 5.7 million followers. Speaking of her Instagram, many of the photos she posts on there are her in bikinis, very skimpy outfits, borderline lingerie, as well as photos of her buttocks and photos of her with her legs spread wide open. And listen, I want to make it abundantly clear that I do not blame Piper nor any of these children for any of this at all whatsoever. I believe the blame entirely and solely goes on the shoulders of this mother, Tiffany Rockelle, for not only allowing this, but encouraging it. All right, so in the video I posted about Piper a year ago, we talked about this court case, but I do want to go over it again just for context. I do feel like it's relevant to the story. So the mother, Tiffany Smith, was sued by 11 members of the Squad that I just discussed. And this article states, a YouTube stage mom faces allegations from 11 teens in court case. The mother of a famous teen YouTuber is being sued for $22 million by 11 plaintiffs who say she abused them emotionally, physically, and sexually. I'll let you know that this case ended with Piper's mom paying a $1.85 million settlement, but the article goes on to say that in the 147-page complaint, the plaintiffs described Smith as a mean-spirited control freak and alleged she made comments about children's genitalia, shouted obscene and sexually graphic remarks at them, encouraged them to be sexy and sexually aggressive in videos, and inappropriately touched the children on their legs, thighs, and buttocks. One plaintiff said that Smith told her she was mailing Piper's underwear to a man who liked to sniff it. Yes, guys, you heard that right. We also know from this case that Tiffany was asking these children about their sex life, encouraging them to try oral sex, providing them with hemp brownies as well as alcohol. And guys, how could we forget about the video that was circulating of Piper's mom making out with a minor? Yes, a 17-year-old boy, and in his statement, he said that Tiffany Smith provided alcohol to everyone, including her 9-year-old daughter, Piper. I just don't understand how more people aren't talking about that aspect of it, because I personally feel like that is grounds enough for arrest. In my opinion, I feel like she should have been investigated solely on that video. I mean, we all saw it. I can't play it, but she was fully making out with a minor. How is that not grounds for like an investigation? And how has she not been arrested? Because I have been saying this forever, but in my opinion, allegedly, I believe that this mother is absolutely, without a doubt, pimping out her daughter, especially because I recently found out from a creator that I love and adore named Amala Ekpunobi, who posted a video about this, and I am just so ecstatic that she did because she actually has over 2 million subscribers. So with her reach and her following, I feel like she can finally get the word out about this disgusting depravity that this mother is engaging in. Anyway, Amala did a little digging on some of the links on Piper's social social media and found that she is now running a club for Piper. And there are 3 tiers that you can join of this club. The first one starts at $10 a month. And I actually think that she recently raised her prices after this whole Bop House thing, because when Amala made the video about it, she said that the cheapest tier was at $5, but I believe it's now at $10. So let me just double check that. Okay, guys, so she absolutely raised her prices.
You're going to find that there are 3 tiers of membership. There's a $5 membership, a $30 membership, and a $100 membership.
I am suspecting that she raised her prices after this Bop House thing, because when Amala posted her video, the cheapest tier was $5. Now, at the time of filming this, the cheapest is $10. The second is $35, and then the third tier is $100. So I get the feeling that the whole point of this Bop House stunt was so that men could see Piper at the Bop House, go look her up, and see that she is underage and find her membership program. I'm just going to say it. This membership program sounds exactly like OnlyFans, does it not? Paying money in exchange for sexual photos. And what you get for the platinum membership for $100 a month states that you will receive 1 free full set the first of every month, a free set of your choice to unlock on your birthday, free DMs, free access to live streams, priority customs, free behind the scenes, and biggest discount access to unlock all photos. Is it really free if you're paying $100 a month though? So guys, I don't know what priority customs means and what this all means. To me, it sounds like just language that is trying to confuse you and to weasel its way around the law, in my opinion. But no child is going to pay $100 a month for priority customs, aka Piper in very little clothing. Let's be honest, guys, please. This is adult men that are buying these photos, specifically pedophiles. And by the way, guys, the website that these memberships and photos are posted on is called Brand Army. And what's interesting about this site is that creators can be under the age of 18 years old, but subscribers must be 18 or older. So this completely answers our question about who's actually viewing these photos. Since minors can't subscribe, there's no way that children are the audience. This is concerning because if we're doing the math here, this means that every minor on this platform has an audience of adult subscribers. Not only is this inappropriate, but it's also deeply unsettling. Now, Amala actually paid for the $5 membership, and what she said she found was, and I quote, a treasure trove of sexual photos of a minor. Now, I'll admit I didn't pay for this membership because I refuse to give this woman a cent. And by woman, I mean the disgusting monster that is her mother. But Amala describes these photos, and excuse me because I'm going to be looking down because I want to make sure to get this right and not mince words. So she says there are photos of Piper in a bikini in a bed with Playboy bunnies behind her with another young girl. You get access to other sets of photos that you can unlock of this girl. $250 to get a full set of 37 images of her in a Japanese style baby blue striped bikini with matching knee highs. You can pay $150 to get 34 images of her in a full set, and one even said, Sophie Rain made me do it. And Sophie Rain is obviously the OnlyFans creator that we just discussed earlier, and she's also the one that invited Piper over after she ran into her at the mall. We'll get into more of that later as well. There is a photo of Piper in a bikini with her hands up and candy hearts all over her body. Photos of her chest, photos of her in all different types of bathing suits, photos of her in a bedroom with a Playboy magazine cover behind her. And this was all in the words of Amala, who paid for the $5 tier. Thank you so much to Amala for doing this, for letting us all know, for unlocking this. This is just insane. I can't even imagine what you get with the $100 tier. I can only imagine. And at the top of the page, it says parent managed. That's just great. Guys, this woman needs to be arrested. Now, like I said, for years now, many people online, including myself, have predicted that OnlyFans was going to be the route that Piper would take in life. And not because that's the only thing this young lady is capable of doing, but because she has already been pushing this type of content, this very sexual, provocative content on other platforms already as it is. Somehow her mother has found ways around it, found loopholes in the system, and has allowed her daughter to be spoon-fed to pedophiles all over the world. She is serving her daughter to them on a silver platter, and that is just disgusting. Now, going back to Sophie Rain, who is the OnlyFans creator who invited Piper over to create content along with the other girl named Aisha, I think her name is, the dark hair with the braces. They claim that they just ran into Piper at the mall, even though for months now, Piper has been talking about wanting to go to the Bop House, but they want to say that they just ran into her in a state where Piper doesn't even live. She flew there and they just ran into her.
Sophie and I are shopping at the mall right now, and look who we just ran into.
What's up, y'all?
Oh my god, Piper!
I totally didn't come here hoping to run into you guys or anything.
They claim in one video that they ran into her, but then in the next video, they accidentally tell on themselves and they admit that they actually went to the mall to meet up with Piper.
The Bop House itself never invited Piper to a collab. This was not a Bop House collab. Sophie and Aisha just happened to run into her at the mall.
Sophie and I went to meet Piper at the mall. Sophie and I went to meet Piper at the mall. And then we made TikToks at the mall, we made TikToks at her house, and then I left. So I'm gonna speak on what I experienced and what I did personally, and I don't think I did anything wrong. So
we figured we might as well collab with her while she's in town.
Regardless, I do not believe for a second that they just ran into each other, because for a long time now, Piper has voiced how she idolizes Sophie Rain.
Piper, look at this comment.
Is Piper joining the Bop House?
Oh my god, I mean, people want me to, no, girl.
I mean, come on.
You're not even 18 yet, girl.
Literally, how many months? 6 months.
Piper, no.
In fact, last year, Piper posted this TikTok saying, "Manifesting meeting my celebrity crush in 2025. I just texted her." And in the caption, it says, "Bop House? Question mark, question mark." And even back then, people in the comments were asking if she was going to the Bop House. People were saying she's going to the Bop House. So she has been teasing this Bop House thing for a while. And even the Bops themselves have been talking about it in interviews. There was a video of Camila asking Sophie Rain what she thinks about Piper. And Camila even asked her, isn't she 17 years old? Isn't she a minor? And Sophie Rain was like, yeah. Sad. Girl, why are you so sad? If you're not planning on having her become a member or come live in the Bop House with you, why are you so disappointed? Why do you care if she's 17 years old? Why do you care if she's a minor if you're not grooming her?
So, who are you thinking is going to be the next member?
I've been seeing a lot of comments talking about Piper.
Ah, Piper. She's so cute. Isn't she 17?
Yeah. So,
I mean, I think she's so cute. I've seen her TikTok. She's adorable. Nothing wrong with her, but I think just you can't come here if you're under the age of 18. That's, it's not going to work.
we love you.
Yeah, we do love you. I think you're the cutest little thing ever. Your little dances. I see you, girl.
Yes, we all see you and we love you and we appreciate it. And you're so funny. And I want to meet you. And I want to meet you.
Anyways, just to show you even more how Piper idolizes Sophie Rain, in this video it says, "Jump in the pool fully clothed or stop copying Sophie Rain." And she's kissing a photo of Sophie Rain, and then she runs and jumps into the pool. Guys, I mentioned how she idolizes Sophie Rain, and in this video she said, POV, Sophie Rain says, "There's no chairs left." And then she's bending over backwards so that Sophie Rain can sit on her. Guys, why are we allowing our children to idolize stars? Please tell me why. I don't get it. Guys, can we stop pretending that children idolizing porn stars is normal? Can we stop normalizing that, please? Growing up, I think the closest person I even knew to being a porn star on TV was Pamela Anderson. And even then, it was socially understood that being a porn star was not something to aspire. It's not something to look up to. It's not something you want to be when you grow up, right? People still wanted to be doctors, astronauts, that sort of thing. Nowadays, people want to turn 18 so they can join OnlyFans. Why are we not shaming parents that are encouraging their children to become stars? I can't even believe that that's something I have to say, that that's somehow controversial. It's actually insane. And guys, I'm just now getting ready to go to bed, but I just checked Piper's account just for the heck of it, and on her Instagram she posted a video saying, "Born to be a cowgirl, forced to be a bop." Forced by whom? By Tiffany? Or who would that be? And yes, it could be a joke, but I get the feeling that there is some truth behind it, because her entire life she's been encouraged to act like this and make these videos, these very sexual, provocative videos. She has videos on her Instagram of her in a bathing suit dancing. There's one video she posted with her boyfriend saying, "F that girl." And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna fuck anyways." Guys, this is very, very sexual content for a minor. I mean, even adults don't post things like this. They don't talk like this. They don't act like this online, unless of course they are OnlyFans creators. So, and everyone in the comments is saying OnlyFans loading, she's gonna come out with OnlyFans soon, OnlyFans in 2 days, OnlyFans coming out on her 18th birthday. And you know, it's I hope that's not the case, but with the way things are going, I would be stupid to think that that's not a huge possibility here. Oh, and one more thing, just really quick. I want to play a video where she is asking a guy, or a little boy rather, if he thinks that she is the sunrise or the sunset. And he says, "I think you're a bop." So obviously this is funny to her, or her mom rather, because it does say family ran account. This is what the family's posting. Great. And guys, you see, I do feel that I have the authority to give my opinion, because as many of you already know, I don't know, some of you may not, but I used to be an adult entertainer. So I understand the dark, depraved underbelly of this world. And it was the darkest, most traumatic period of my entire life. So actually, it really pisses me off when girls like this try to glamorize it, make it seem like it's cool because they're making so much money, and in my opinion, are minors. Ultimately, like I said, in this case specifically, I blame the mom, Tiffany, for introducing her daughter to this world and lifestyle. However, in many cases, children are going online and they are developing a parasocial relationship with these creators. And a lot of these OnlyFans girls will post family-friendly content on their TikTok, silly, goofy stuff that is entertaining for kids. And then in their bios, they will have links to their OnlyFans. And many creators are doing this. One of them, in my opinion, I believe, is Anna Paul. So guys, I just think that for one, there needs to be a separation. If you're going to do family content and child-friendly content on your social media, I don't think you should have your OnlyFans linked to that. And two, stop glamorizing this shit. Stop glamorizing it to kids. Stop inviting children over to your porn houses. Stop creating content with minors. I don't care if their parents are okay with it. You should be adult enough to know better. We should all be encouraging children to pursue respectable careers. And I do not know why that is so controversial to say. Anyways, guys, so these girls are laughing now that the internet is all up in arms about this. They're posting videos saying,
"The internet is going crazy that we're making TikToks with Piper and this is all we're doing."
Posting over and over how
It's not a big deal. It's not even a big deal. Like, who cares? We're not even doing anything.
it's not about what you're doing. It's about you making content with a minor and feeding this content to files on a silver platter. But guys, since they can't seem to get this through their thick in schools. I'm hoping that the internet will wake up and realize that this is just the tip of the iceberg. This type of child exploitation is running rampant on social media. I mean, whether it's that poor girl, Ren Eleanor, who I believe is being exploited by her own mom as well, or even Danielle Cohen, who's been exploited her entire life. There's so many children on social media that are being exploited by their very own parents and being encouraged to post sexually suggestive photos, provocative photos, just so they can make a buck. And honestly, I think it's disgusting. But anyways, guys, that is all I have to share with you today. Please like this video, get the word out there. Stop supporting people like this. You don't need to follow these kids. The more engagement they get, the more the parents make. You realize that, right? Like, there's no promise whatsoever. There are no laws ensuring that the day these kids turn 18, that they will get any of that money. Most of these kids will probably grow up and have nothing to show for it because their parents they're spending it all. Why else would they be exploiting their children like this? They're doing it for selfish reasons, obviously. But anyways, guys, please like this video, do what you can to get the word out there, and subscribe. Thanks for listening. Take care.